Yo, what's going on, Team PokeColors family? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hit that subscribe button down below. Today we're going to be taking a little bit of a deep dive into Pokemon theme decks and why I believe the new ones recently released might actually turn it around as far as a product for not only long-term investability, but just for overall collectability of the product, because let's be honest, who collects theme decks these days, right? So let's get right into today's video. So you might not know what I'm talking about when it comes to theme decks. These are called rival battle decks, and these are the most recent Pokemon produced theme decks. And they have Morpeko as a as an illustration rare promo card that only comes within this theme deck, and then we have Steven's Beldum on the right there that comes in that variant as well. But there's been a little bit of a long history with theme decks, and we're gonna kick it all the way back to base set 2 because that's the earliest theme deck that I have on hand. Oops, drop that. And so taking a look at base set 2, I bought this deck a while ago. But what's really interesting about Pokemon theme decks is that they used to come with a specific promo card. So you might think that this is kind of a new concept where, oh, there's an exclusive card that only comes in this deck, but they actually started with doing that. So this that's a Poliwrath from base set 2 has a special foil on it, I believe, to differentiate this, from the actual set that you can pull. So I'm never going to open this, but there is a Poliwrath in here, hollow base set 2, complete. This is sealed in the box, never been opened before, and this has a special promo card. So I was looking at other generations of theme decks, and I have a few also to mention across the generations here. So this one's a little bit more of a mid-era, Platinum EX era theme deck, and those also came with a similar thing. I mean, this is an Arceus promo card. You can hardly see it there. What I'll do is I'll throw the picture on the right side for you so you can kind of see what I'm talking about as far as the exclusive cards there. But again, this one is specific to this theme deck, and it does come with a specially selected holographic foil card. So that means that this holo foil is different than what you would pull from the actual Platinum Arceus set. So pretty cool, right? And we fast forward even further to the modern cards, the modern theme decks. This one, Venusaur V. I want to say this Venusaur V is exclusive to this theme deck as well. I have the Blastoise, didn't pull it out, but I do have the other one. And let's see what this one says. Let's see, does it say anything? Just has the Venusaur V there. Okay, so no mention of an exclusive deck-specific Venusaur artwork, but I'm fairly certain that this is deck exclusive. I don't think you can pull this from a set. If you can, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll make note of that for sure when we get to the right side, pop up there, but I want to say that this is a promo or something of the sort. So either way, modern kind of, did their own thing. And then what happened with the EX era, we have the EX battle deck, and this is a completely different take on the theme deck in that you get the promo card on the front, but you don't get to actually see it, so you don't necessarily get to see what it looks like from a print standpoint. But Ampharos EX is pretty much pulled directly from, well, I guess it is a promo. Look at that. So it's a promo card specific to this theme deck, I think, if that's right. So I guess, yeah, it's kind of funny. I always thought that these were, just reprints of EX cards that you could pull from a set, but it seems they've kept consistent, so that might just nullify the whole point of this video. But either way, that's kind of cool. Didn't even know that. I guess I should look at my stuff more before filming, but here we are. Does it say anything specifically to an exclusive here? I don't think so. It says the deck and mention of the deck, and little spread of the cards in the deck. So interesting, very interesting. Each player, okay, yeah. So either way, EXs, I guess, have some sort of exclusivity to them, but I guess they just upped the ante for these two, because, you know, these are illustration rares included with these, and I would imagine that based on how they're packaged in here, these guys right here might be difficult to grade. They're very, like, snug in there, and, you know, they might move around, they might shift, I don't know, I haven't seen that yet, but I do know for sure these EXs on the side are not promo cards. They are actually from the set. So you can't really see it, but it says DRI in the bottom left corner for Destined Rivals there. And then this Garchomp, or not Garchomp, this Grimmsnarl is also from DRI, so Destined Rivals, which is interesting to say the most about that there. But either way, personally speaking, from a theme deck collecting standpoint, obviously you're going to have the best luck in terms of investing when you're looking at like the older ones, just because they're a lot less common, like something like this, for example. One reason why I do like theme decks overall as a topic for investing is just because of the fact that there's not many out there, and they're a very niche subset of product. Like, you know, you have your ETB collectors, you have your booster box collectors, and then you might have a fine, like, smaller group classification, or whatever you want to call it, of theme deck collectors. And I have even some more in the back there, just from different sets that I've picked up over the years. And I don't know why. I've always just been a fan of the theme decks. I like the idea of them, and, you know, these kind of hexagonal mid-era ones are really, like, Diamond and Pearl did the same shape, EX Era did the same shape. They just are really cool to display. The artwork is basically what is on the card and then some. So EX Era decks are really cool, and, you know, like I said, they come with that special foil variant of that same printed card. I don't know if the artwork's slightly different or not, but at least for these older ones, some of these theme decks from Heart Gold, Soul Silver era also have packs inside. And I should grab for honorable mention here, while we're on the topic, cannot forget about mentioning at least the Pokemon Go V Battle Deck Mewtwo vs. Melmetal, because this actually contains some booster packs from Pokemon Go inside, and they haven't done booster packs in a theme deck prior to this in many years. So I have 3 of these in my collection. They actually have 2 decks, 2 Pokemon Go booster packs, and a bunch of other accessories for setting up your battle with your fellow trainer. So got these on clearance at GameStop a while ago. These are, I don't even see these on shelves anymore. Granted, a lot of things are off the shelves, but yeah, these puppies long term are going to be really nice, especially if Pokemon Go does find its rightful spot in the tier list of decent sets. So yeah, Pokemon Go, gotta love it. And let me know in the comments, do you guys like theme decks? I know they're very specific in terms of, you know, what type of collector you are in the sealed market department, but I've always personally liked theme decks. I think they're super underrated, especially the mid-era ones like this one. I picked up a Diamond and Pearl theme deck for like $40 at regionals a couple years ago. That was a huge score, because at the time, that was right when all the alternate arts were kind of popping off in price, and everything started with the market manipulation stuff. And you know, cheapest one on eBay was like $80 or something, so I got a really good deal on that, which was awesome. That's in my display case in the background. But yeah, really, I don't know. Let me know what you think about theme decks. Which one was your favorite from today's video? Personally, I gotta go with the Platinum Arceus, obviously, is number 1, but honestly, number 2 is going to be these new ones tied at second, just because of that illustration rare promo that is exclusive to these theme decks. That much I do know. So really cool card. I've seen these all over shelves, so if you haven't found them in your local area, just hold out a little bit longer. I'm sure they'll get stocked soon. But these promos are really cool, and if you don't necessarily care to collect the sealed theme deck and you just want the card itself, go and get the card. That's no big problem, you know, like. But for me, I value the sealed aspect to theme decks for sure, and I think they're really cool. So Not saying to invest in these, but if you're gonna look into theme decks, look in the mid-era and check out these new ones because I think they're pretty cool. These EX battle decks, I don't foresee being super sought after. Just the presentation overall is not that great. It looks kind of basic. You don't even get to see the card that's inside. Unfortunately, you just get a printed version on the front there. So I blame budgeting, or I don't know. Theme decks are their own little thing. So this has 2023 on it. You know, cater more to the player with these special art variants, because if you don't know, if you're in the TCG, you want to have the most blinged out deck possible. So if you have an option, you know, between a EX or a special illustration rare, you're gonna have like 4 of those in a deck, if you can afford it, obviously, or if you've managed to pull that many. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. It's theme deck season here on the channel. I like making theme deck videos every once in a while, but hit the subscribe button down below. Check the links in the description to help support the channel. And yeah, let's have a discussion in the comments about theme decks. And hopefully you guys have a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.